Good morning, everybody. Andrew's Carrymore t-shirt reflection got me thinking. I've got some things that have really stood the test of time with me, and things new that really work. And at the end of the day, the decision whether something in the outdoors is right for you is, well, do you survive with it? Is it useful? Does it keep you alive? Is it worth carrying? I always recommend to people when we go into the winter hills is, if you want a pair of gloves you can wear for days on end, instead of having to take 7 pairs just for one day out because they get so wet and cold and your hands freeze, is these Dachstein mitts. They're knitted and then boiled to shrink, and they're incredibly good for keeping you warm inside your gloves. And you can still use a compass and all that sort of thing. Brilliant bit of kit. Stood the test of time. I used it in the Arctic when I learnt, and I'm still using them today. I wouldn't be out without my merino wool underwear. This stuff was being used on the early expeditions to try and reach the summit of Everest. They wore thin layers of merino wool. You don't smell wearing it. You can wear it for weeks on end. It wicks the moisture away from the skin. Incredibly comfortable. Stood the test of time. But really new stuff has come out recently which has totally revolutionised the way things are. For instance, the jet boil stove uses a mixture of gas, a very clever design to hold all the heat in. You use about 1/3 of the fuel you might have used in the past, and it's incredibly efficient even in a snow hole. The Thermarest. I love these things. It gives you a comfortable night's sleep, and they're very light, easy to carry, keeps you dry and warm. You pump a bit of air into them. Absolutely brilliant bit of technology change that I wouldn't be out without. Modern climbing ropes and slings, incredibly light, incredibly strong, and also treated so they don't fill full of water and become very heavy. You trust your life on these things and you don't have to carry a lot of weight. I love them. So what's this got to do with today's reading? Jesus is saying that people are very fickle. They don't take time to think about stuff. One minute they are decrying John for being out in the desert, for not having nice clothes and being a bit of a wild man and rejecting society. And then they have a go at him for drinking with tax collectors and people who are considered undesirable. He's just saying, well, people are fickle. They don't want to hear the news. They're just stuck in being negative. So I wonder what is standing the test of time for you within your Christianity. And I also wonder what you're finding is working for you in a different environment. What's the innovations that are working for you? I'm holding on to the Franciscan vows I took some time ago as a Third Order Franciscan, focusing on daily prayer and living simply, and also the Eucharist as a regular heart of my relationship with Jesus. I'm also finding that online worship sees the Spirit moving, and that charismatic church music playing in the background can be incredibly uplifting. I think all of that stuff will stand the test of time. What is it for you? This is an opportunity in lockdown to think about that and to explore. So, God bless, journey well, and we'll all see each other on the other side. Amen.